If Ryan Anderson is the father of Gypsy Rose's baby, do I think that Ryan would be a good father? I do think that Ryan would be a good father to Gypsy's baby if it is his baby. But I do not think that Ryan is mentally or emotionally prepared to raise a child with Gypsy. On his recent live, he made a few statements that point to that he's not really over the relationship. And while I understand that they were married and he invested a lot of time in Gypsy, it seems as though he's willing to put up with a lot of toxic behavior from her while also excusing that toxic behavior and blame shifting onto other people's and not holding Gypsy accountable for her own actions in their marriage. I do agree that Christy had a large part in getting Gypsy and Ken back together. I also think that Christy did not like Ryan at all. And in my personal opinion, I feel like the reason why Christy did not like Ryan was because Ryan knows how to set clear boundaries and was not allowing Christy to take advantage of him in the way that Ken is probably able to be manipulated a little bit more. With that being said, Ryan's behavior is questionable. Do I think that he's a good person? Yes, I absolutely believe that Ryan is a good person. I believe Ryan has a good heart. I believe Ryan is very responsible. So out of him or Ken, I believe that Ryan is the most mature and ready and able to raise a child out of him or Ken and even Gypsy. However, because he wrote to a woman who unalived her own mother in prison and then married said woman and then went into a relationship with her outside of prison, did a Lifetime series with her, his what is the word that I'm looking for? His ability to make good decisions is clearly or can clearly be manipulated by someone else in the same way that Nicholas Godejohn's character was able to be manipulated by Gypsy. This is not to make Ryan look bad in any way. I don't know what his relationship status had been prior to Gypsy, but the way he is coming across now is very desperate. And narcissists love desperation in people. They can sense your insecurities from a mile away, and they are going to prey on those insecurities and take advantage of those insecurities every single time, especially if you allow them. And he is more than willing to allow Gypsy to continue to take advantage of him in every single way. He doesn't seem like he has a very big backbone when it comes to setting boundaries with Gypsy, and he just allows her to do whatever and then blames somebody else.
Imagine you're married and the last thing they say is, "I love you. I hope you know that. Oh, I still love you. I've always loved you." And they say that to your face, and then you never see them again. That's what happened. Our family come and scooped her up and never got to see her again. And that's my wife. That's hard. That's hard.
I empathize with Ryan that this happened. Ryan did not deserve this type of treatment at all. However, he mentioned that Gypsy stated to him, "I love you, I hope you know that," and then disappeared. Stop choosing to listen to her words and pay attention to her actions. Her absence is telling you that she does not love you. She does not care about you. She does not care about your feelings. You had one goal and she got that. Now she's done with you and she's on to her next victim. I know it is hard, especially when you are enmeshed in a relationship with a narcissistic person, to see clearly what is going on, because you are so conditioned to believe the words that are coming out of their mouth and not paying attention to their actions because they are so good at manipulation. Narcissistic people have a skill at manipulating and using words to manipulate, to make every situation sound like they are the victim and you are not allowed to have any type of emotions or reactions. And if you do, you are somehow abusing them. But him saying that, again, him saying that she told him she loved him and then never spoke to him again, that's a clear indicator that she was done. If she wanted to be in a relationship with you, Ryan, she would be in a relationship with you. I feel personally that she is continuing to keep him on the string so that she can triangulate him so that he does not voice things that happened in their relationship to paint her in a negative light.
No, hey 420 Mimi, how you doing? You're the one that got Gypsy to be jealous, so appreciate that. I thought that was funny.
Even in that video right there, he almost blamed 420 Mimi on Gypsy getting jealous. Let's understand one thing very clearly. Nobody is responsible for Gypsy's emotions but Gypsy. So if Gypsy lashes out in anger, jealousy, rage, envy, she's acting out those behaviors because she lacks self-control, and it's her actions, not somebody else making her act that way. She can choose to not react in the same way that she chooses to react. We are in control of our emotions and behaviors, not someone else. Which brings me to the next point, that Christy was somehow the driving force behind Gypsy leaving Ryan. Again, I do believe that Christy had a lot to do with her getting back together with Ken. However, it was Gypsy's choice to leave her marriage. It was then Gypsy's choice to immediately jump in a relationship with Ken the very next week. It was then Gypsy's choice to blast that new relationship all over the tabloids. It was then Gypsy's choice to immediately get pregnant a month into her relationship with Ken while she was still married to Ryan. These are all actions of Gypsy's, not anyone else. While yes, someone else may have put an idea into her mind, nobody is forcing Gypsy to do anything that Gypsy does not want to do. Gypsy is a grown woman, and Gypsy is going to act and react in the ways that she wants until she learns how to control herself. My biggest hope for Ryan is that he is able to somehow clear the cloud that he is under, and I understand that it does take a little bit of time to regain your own self-independence back whenever you are in a narcissistic relationship, and this may take him a little bit more time than somebody else. Everybody heals in their own way, but because of his own actions, I do not think that he would be the best candidate to take care of this baby either. that was the whole reason why I made this video, because people were asking, do I think that Ryan would be a good father? I do think that Ryan would be a good father. However, I do not think that he is emotionally capable of doing so with this attachment that he has to Gypsy.